So this is currently gold 4-hour time frame. This is gold 4-hour time frame. For this guy to further buy up, it has to break above this resistance here. Is that not so? Which neckline? That is this not this is the resistance. But the resistance is a what? A subzone. Abi? Which we are looking at this as our major zone and our minor zone. My blue line is my what? Major zone. My yellow line is my what? Minor zone. My yellow line is my yellow zone is my minor zone. Then all these little ones are what? Subzones. So if this guy should break above this guy, this zone here, if it should break and close above it, it is expected that this market will now it is expected that this zone will turn from a resistance to a what? If this market should break above this ash zone here to the upside and it breaks above, boom, and it closes above it, it is expected that this resistance, this zone we are seeing as resistance, it becomes a what? A support, and it will further push price to the upside. Are you following, please? But if this zone did not close above this zone, if this market does not close above this zone and does not break it, break and closure, you are expecting a what? A breakage and closing price. It can break it, boom. But if it did not close above this zone, then it is seen as a what? False breakout, just like this one that happened here. Do you get it now? So we are expecting that the closing price is above this guy and this guy here. So if the closing price is above this guy, that is overall it is above this what? This zone. Is that not so? Which will now further push this price to the upside. But if this guy still respects our resistance, it will never break it. And what will happen? Market will what? Force back down to your what? To your yellow zone. Are you following? To your yellow zone. So that is why we have, if you can remember, we have this. We have this small channel. Do you get it now? We have this small channel in between. So if this channel should break, boom, it is coming down. Now because another trend is forming currently. So it is still going within this channel. I'm trailing the trend of this movement. So this movement can continue to go like this. In between. I don't know if you understand. It's not until it breaks out before you can draw your channel. I told you that if a breakout should happen, that is a trend is happening that is responsible for that breakout. Have you forgotten? Eh? So, but there is a trend happening now. So there's a possible trend that could overall be responsible for the breakout of this guy to the upside. So I am trailing the movement. Exactly. It's not until it breaks out before I know. I am trailing the movement currently now. Because I'm already seeing a market structure of what? Higher high, higher low. This is another what? Higher high. Do you get my point? Exactly. So a validation for a further buy will be when it break above this what? This resistance here. Boom. And it starts was going all the way up. But now as it close above it, no. So currently the buyers are still overall, this market is still what? Going up. Are we following? From year to year, from year to year, from year to this current price now. Yes. Now three is still ongoing. Are you getting my point? Uh, where is it? From year to year, wave one. From year to year, wave two. From year to this current price, probably wave three can get to this point. Then wave four, before we now have wave five. Do you understand? For now, so it is. This is a what? This is a foresight of what is likely to happen. You know, I don't know. I'm not controlling the market. This one is just what is expected to happen. A prediction. Yeah. So which in this your one you have one, two, three, four, five. Then you now have A, B, C. Is that not so? So this current one you now have your what? One, two, then three is ongoing. Do you get it now? Let me do it again. One, two, three, four, five. Do you see that now? Then from here, A, B, C. Then from here to here, one. From here to here, two. Now three is what? Ongoing. Are you getting me? Exactly. So I'm still expect. So if my theory is the motive of this overall trend, that is, I'm still expecting more buy than a sell, more green candle than a what? Red candle. So it is most likely this guy break to the upside and continue to what God will, or it sells. But if it's going to sell, it will not sell down below this guy or break out from this guy. If you break out from this guy, then there is what? There's problem. The problem is that the market behavior has changed from a possible uptrend to a downtrend. Because if you should look at this market now, if you should look at this market, now if you should look at this market, this one we drew, this one we drew our our channel on from here up to this point, abi. Now look at this. What is this, guy? What can we say this is? What is this? What chart pattern is this? What chart pattern is this, guys? It's from it's available. It's still within the chart pattern I gave you, guys. God bless you. This is what? This is rising wedge. You are not practicing. Oh. You are not practicing. You need to know this chart. You need to know chart pattern. So if this is a chart pattern, so you are expecting that there is a what? A five wave within your chart pattern. Is that also? So from here to here is what? A. From here to here is what? B. From here to here is what? C. From here to here is what? D. Now currently D is what? Ongoing. So the D can be at this resistance. Eh? Boom. To now start what? Going down, because the psychology behind a rising wedge is that it must what? Fall. Or the E can now come to this what? To this point. And you can see at this point there's a what? There's a zone here intersecting with the what? With the resistance of that rising wedge. So which, if it gets here, boom, market can now start what? Selling off from there. Boom. To the downside. Expecting that it goes the same length of this wedge from its breakout. That is to this point. So which will be at the what? At the starting point of this wedge. This is the starting point of this wedge. So this is the lowest liquidity here. Are you following? And if it breaks it, it is coming to the next zone here. So this is how you would analyze the market. But if it should break to the upside, but traditionally a wedge is to fall, is that not so? But if it's, because you need to start looking at it based on probability. Now if it should break outside it, a breakout, now guys look at it, a breakout outside this wedge will mean that it is above this what? A breakout from this wedge to the upside will mean that the market is above this what? This zone. So, and if it closes above this zone, it will move the same length of this wedge. Is that not so? Now, can you see the movement of this wedge? It got to our what? Our next zone here. How were we able to get this zone? Psychological zone. That I'm saying that if it breaks out, which will now be responsible for a new all-time high. Do you get it now? That is, if this wedge breaks to the upside, but it is expected that a rising wedge, the psychology, I mean. Okay. So, are we getting it? Exactly. That is how you analyze the market. So, there's news by 1:30. Yeah. Yeah, it took me out in loss. Yes. Yes. But what's the news to release? Uh, it's not good. Mhm. Hmm? Yes, it's going to buy. Eh? I called I called a sell on EU now. Yes now. Yes. Eh? Though the stop, it has not hit stop loss yet though, but my own stop loss was very tight. Eh, yeah. But I've entered another sell again, sure. Yes, that's so it's supposed to. No, it's not revenge. You can't do this now. It's not possible. Okay. Okay, let me check DXY.